Happy Friday, everybody. So I'm out and about doing errands or running errands before I get my day started. And I've been thinking about this a lot as of late, and just thinking about the life I live and just a bunch of different things, especially in the world we live in today and the time we live in today. This morning devotional, it really wasn't a devotional. I was doing my own. I just happened to open the Bible app and the scripture, and I saw a message from Christine Caine, a really great woman of God, speaker of God that I've come across on several instances. Not someone I say that I follow per se, but someone that my spirit just connects with as a true minister of the gospel. So anyway, and the scripture was about that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God, right? When Jesus was combating the attacks that was coming against him, right? When the enemy was coming against him and trying to offer him glitz and glam. And I started thinking about, and this is actually interesting because I was having a chatting conversation with someone earlier this week about a similar topic, and one of the things that I've said many times to many people is that I would live a life of righteousness than to risk eternal damnation. And that's just my personal belief. That's my personal stance on life. But I do find it interesting that even in my personal life, people around me that, when I offer them opportunities to, seek God and to get in the presence of God and to go to worship, go to church and worship and different things like that, they want nothing to do with God. They want to be as far away from God as possible, right? Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. They don't want, I don't know if they feel conviction. I don't know what it is, but they don't want that part. And that, that's their choice. That's the beauty of God creating us to be with the option of free will. But the minute that they get in a challenging situation, the minute their back's against the wall, the minute it looks like the storms of life are raging all around them, those same individuals are calling and coming to me for prayer. Now, I am not making this statement to make anyone feel negatively or to put anyone in any type of condemning space. But I am saying this because we have to get to a place in our life where we have to choose. God is not telling us to come to him perfect. God is just saying that we should come to him. He actually says to come to him as you are. When I first became a Christian when I was 19, I was 19, right? A mess. And after all of these years of serving God, 20 plus years of serving God, I am better, but I am still learning and still growing. So my point is, I don't know if there's this misconception that you need to just drop everything that you're doing and change everything about your life to come to God. It's the opposite is true. The enemy has been very cunning in tricking people into thinking that they can't come to God until they got it all together. Like, I'm going to come when? Why not today? Come to God. If you still smoking weed and running the streets, you still drinking, you still clubbing, still come to God. Because guess what? God will help. He will remove those things from your heart whenever in the time and season that he needs you to. But he wants to use every person. There may be somebody that he's going to want you to speak to in your life at a later stage that will listen to you because you have those experiences. So don't ever feel like you got to wait until you got it all together to come to God, or you can't come to God because you done too much. Believe me, there are way too many people in the church who have done probably a whole lot worse things than you have. So, but anyway, that's my thoughts this morning on Friday. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope that you're not under this misconception that you need to be perfect to come to God, because he wants you to come to him exactly as you are. Now there's that. Have a good one.